try. Snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why. Snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what our style is. New York, so wild. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is a cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers. It's all about the papers. Caught the vapors in. Now they wanna. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Oh, no. That's how Rough Riders roll. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Oh, no. That's how Rough Riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, shoulda shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, and I rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for bed. Two more today. Got the floor. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them prove. Got them all like, ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind. Won't get crime. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Dylan ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland.
Austin Seibert sets to kick off.
Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. He's gonna field this at the 2. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. They go right back to Tracy. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Let's go. To throw, here's Locke. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Tight end going in motion here. This finds Bellinger. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. Lock to throw it. Still has some space inside the 35. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing it again here. Hauled in left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They are throwing it again. He finds Slayton. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
70, hot 70, ready.
Going right side, Robinson with it. He's contained at the line for no gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 2. Hot, hot.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And he's gonna step out a yard or two short of the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders, hoping to put our first points on the board. First and 10 from the 41.
Get it.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Washington touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Locke looking to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Gets this to Slayton. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll throw it yet again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Here we go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready up.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Let's go.
Again, Daniels to the air. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming.
Cougar 19.
Throwing now, Daniels. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Giants make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jeremy Chin has got it. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. This is taken in at the 13. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready.
Daniels now. It's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Jason Kinnock there defensively.
Go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw complete to Eckler. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He puts everything behind this one. Tried connecting with Brown, but it's intercepted. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go!
A give right side to Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Locke to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing is Locke. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Connects with Slayton. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They just get the play off. Throw caught by his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Start. Go.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Get it.
Another carry for Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Viking 18.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's go.
3rd down give to Robinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Find me an offense that won't